Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lynn, and I hope that you had a wonderful Thursday yesterday. Today is Friday, June 4th, 2021, and it is a day 4. I had to think about that. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. Mindful Minute is a good way to get yourself settled, to allow yourself to arrive, right? It is Friday, and our minds may be going off into the weekend, or maybe you had a great or maybe not so great week, and your mind is still dwelling on the past. Let go of what you're dwelling on, let go of the excitement of the weekend, or maybe the anxiety, and just notice what you have right around here, right now, right here. That's it. This is the only moment that we have any control over. So let's use our eyes and look around and find something that catches our attention. And as you find that thing, just study it, its shape, its purpose, what it is, its shininess, its dullness, the colors that are associated with it. And then, using your ears, just quietly observe. What sounds are there that you hear now that you're paying attention that you didn't hear before? There are many, many sounds, aren't there? And then with your nose, take a breath. Let it out. What do you notice about your environment through your sense of smell? And finally, with your skin. How do you feel? What is your skin feeling? Whether it's the temperature of the environment or the clothing you're wearing. What are you noticing? All right, now I want to invite you to move on with me to experience a mindful minute, to allow yourself to anchor yourself in your breathing and to just let go of everything else, but in the meantime, also become really awake in the present moment. Beginning with noticing your body. Notice how heavy you are. I don't mean that in a negative way, but just simply how Earth is pulling you down with gravity. Notice how that chair you're sitting on is holding you up, and if your feet are on the floor, how does your feet feel as it is being supported by that floor? All right, I like to close my eyes. You don't have to. I'm going to use the starfish breathing method. And go ahead and take that first breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, allowing yourself to arrive in this moment. If your mind is wandering as you breathe in, be kind and gently tug your attention back to the here and the now. Breathe out. Breathe in and experience the fullness of the air flowing in through your nose, expanding your belly like a balloon. And as you breathe out, notice how your chest sinks as you deflate. And then turn your attention inwards as you breathe in to your body, to your toes, all 10 of them. And as you breathe out, expand and travel through your body to the rest of your feet, your heels and your ankles and your calves. Breathe out again. Notice your knees. Notice the upper part of your legs and your hips. Breathe out and notice your lower back as well as your upper back and all the muscles there. Notice them and how they're relaxing as you let go. Put a spotlight on your belly. Notice how it fills up with air, and as you breathe out, notice how your chest sinks again. Breathe in and notice your arms, your elbows, and your forearms, both wrists. And as you breathe out, notice all 10 fingers. Then draw your attention to your neck, your throat, and that whole part of your body that is holding up your head. Breathe in. And speaking of your head, notice your head. Breathe out. And finally, turn your attention inwards even deeper and identify the feelings and emotions you've got. Breathe in. And sit with those emotions and those feelings. Don't push them away. Open up your heart, invite them in, and sit with those feelings, whatever they are, and let them tell you what they need to tell you. Go ahead and breathe in. And finally, breathe out. In a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you're loved, where you're cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not is ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to invite you and welcome you to a wonderful new day. Really, it is ultimately your choice. I am so grateful that so many of you guys joined me this morning to get yourself ready, to breathe, to just notice the fullness of this morning, this day, this moment. Let's not forget, we still have 3 B's, which are our expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful to others as well as to yourself. You want to make sure you give that respect, so that is an invitation for other people to respect you back. And I know all of you guys know how great it feels to be respected. So go ahead and earn that respect. And speaking of respect, give yourself that respect. Make sure that you're doing things the right way, even when nobody else is looking. Oftentimes, you guys have stopped me and shared with me moments where you did the right thing even when nobody else is looking. And I'm just so proud of those stories. Go ahead and keep stopping me. Keep letting me know about those stories too. You're doing a fantastic job. Also, show that you're responsible. Responsible with your iPad, how you use them. Second graders, you guys are doing some awesome animal research projects. And every single one of you guys is trying your best. Well, you're using your iPad and all of the resources in a very responsible way, making sure it's charged so you can use them. And of course, next week when you do your presentation, you're going to want to make sure that you have all your materials ready. And that is a show of respect to yourself, as well as respect to your audience, as well as being responsible to with your items, your belongings. Also, show that you're responsible with other people. This is for everybody, right? We've got 300 kids here at the school, 300 stories going on, and at the end of the day, many of us are going to share how our day went. And when we tell our story, I hope that you, if you show up in that story, are a hero, because you are fully capable of being a hero. And more than not, you certainly should not be a villain, right? You want to be a hero, you want to look out for each other, and you want to look out for yourself. And finally, show that you're ready. If you did the Mindful Minute with me, that's one way to be ready, right? And you're going to be asked to do things you don't want to do. I mean, that's just the reality of life. And it may happen here at school, it might happen at home. And guess what? You can look at those activities that you're asked to do that you don't want to do, and you could really grumble about it, or you could say, I recognize that I'm upset or maybe frustrated with it, but I can change how I approach it. Have a cheerful attitude, right? Life is still good. All right, last but not least, in case you haven't heard it from anybody, I want you to hear it from someone that loves you, because you deserve to hear it. And that is this: I love you as a human being, and I like you just the way you are. I really mean that. I love seeing you guys in the hallways. I love seeing you guys grow. I love seeing, you know what, even when you make mistakes or make poor choices, I love seeing how so many of you guys are learning from that and making better choices in the future. How exciting is that? So yes, I love you and I like you just the way you are. Here's my challenge. And a lot of you guys did find me yesterday. That was awesome. Find someone. Find your classmates. Find people you know as well as people you don't know as well. Find grown-ups and paras and find Miss Newswanger in the office and you know, our nurse, Miss Fornwald, and find me and let them know that you love them and you like them just the way they are. That's my challenge. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome Friday.